All right, so we're gonna do the Warlord's Wealth last because it's baller status. Bleep that. Thank you. Okay. All right. Most of our backers got the core version of the game, and yeah, this is kind of a moment of truth kind of situation here. All right.
So if you backed us on Kickstarter, this is what you will be receiving at like the
$45 level. Yeah. We had a handful of people. The mini games didn't exist during the campaign. That was something that was sort of an afterthought, and I'm happy we did it. It does sort of change that reward tier, but if you backed at this level, like, you're getting a mini game. Yeah, you're getting a solo mini game.
That's awesome.
You just thought you were getting figures.
Yeah. All right, so here's the Token Terrors core game. This is what we're doing for $45. It comes with 42 miniatures and all of the things you need for a epic battle of mini monsters. Okay, so inside we have the 2 cemetery bags which feature the names of our opulent obituary backers on every tombstone.
Shall we read through some of them?
Oh yeah, we have Philip Adams and Catherine Offutt and Matt Bittman and Tony Vacinda. And if you look really far back in the background, you'll see some initials you might recognize. There's my initials, and there's Lucas's initials, and Shannon's and Phil's. All of us are all in the background. Yeah. And then, wow!
Ooh. Oh, we gotta dump the other one out.
Dump it out.
Yeah.
Dump it out.
Dump it out.
Wow!
Okay.
Yes.
We gotta touch these. This is the first time I have touched. Wow, look at these guys.
They look great.
Ready to take some punishment.
They're so silvery.
Yeah, the metallic silver Pantone really does pop quite nicely.
That's insanely shiny.
I love this color for the Swamplands.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah. How many times do we have 3D printed versions of these
That just broke
we
a
had to
million.
wait
Yeah, for
wrapped
real.
in foam? And this,
Look at these hardy propellers.
Yep. You can actually just like, I don't know if you can see this up close. These things, you can bend them. You'll be hard pressed to actually break them. You have to like really try to do it. And then we have our 2 Surge dice, which the final color actually came out a little darker, and I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Here are all of the talent cards, which we could take these out. Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the final version, we actually have a melee and range symbol in the top right corner. Would you mind opening those?
Yeah.
We'll take out the board, and you guys can take a look at that. Laying down kind of flat. It might need a little bit of exercise to lay down perfectly flat. Here's what I've been waiting to see. Okay. So here's our rule book, which, fellas, really...
I mean, that just came together
immediately.
It's like very little work.
But it has all of the...
Notes?
Oh, look at that. We have a world setting with a world map and a quick little rundown of each of the locations, all of the challenges for what's inside of this box.
Hats off to Shannon for
Yeah.
all of her work on this.
Yeah.
Designing it,
Yeah.
redesigning it. And
That's insane.
If you're watching and hearing dogs and babies, it's because there's dogs and babies, obviously. But yeah. Ooh. So there's the rule booklet. I like the weight. And then here is the flippin' comic.
oh my.
Ah!
Which just...
I wrote one of those.
Yeah. You wrote this one.
I did write that one.
So this is like 40 pages. We have our host, Dozen the Docent, kind of taking you through each of the adventures. Yeah, all of our backers got us to this point, and I have not worked this hard over this period of the amount of time that I did on one thing in quite a while.
But all of that time shows. This looks so good.
This is
really. I mean, it is spectacular.
Oh man, I'm gonna sit down and read it later.
Yeah.
You'll notice, so I did kind of cut a little bit of a corner here. The drawing of Docent doesn't actually change, but what does change is that the candle melts down as you progress through the book until you finally get to the last page where he's completely...
It's the progression of time.
Yeah, exactly. Spoiler alert.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Look at that.
This one also has been something I've been waiting to see, and I guess we can crack the seal on these.
What is that?
This is the War Chest Tuck Box of terrible tactics and gruesome grudge cards. So
This is like
both
the kind of sort of legacy thing, right?
Yeah. So this is a light legacy feature, and our backers got us to the point where we were able to do this and this by just supporting the heck out of the project.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
So this War Chest Duck Box contains 12 individually sealed challenge envelopes that, as you complete different challenges that are listed in the back of the rule booklet, like say, I really love playing with flying machines and soldiers. They're one of my favorite pairings. And if I win 3 battles with them, I can unlock the Field Command Terrible Tactic. Just reveal this tactic when you win 3 games using only soldiers and flying machines, and there's a little checkbox system so you can track your progress. And then you match the insignia of a sword crossed over a gear. And we're going to go ahead and open that one so we can show you one of them without doing spoilers for the rest. So when you complete this challenge, you'll check off these 3 boxes, and then you will get to open up. Yeah, thank you. Open up this envelope with the Soldiers and Flying Machines sticker. You should do it with a tiny samurai sword like I have. Then you will take out this card, and on the back is a rhyming narrative story that explains why the Flying Machines and Soldiers are a team. And then you flip it over, and you have a special mechanic that applies to only these 2 factions on the battleground. So this has full bleed art. Every single card has full bleed art with an additional mechanism. And in the case of this one, on your turn with a friendly soldier active, if you have mastery of tactics, you may issue this tactic at a cost of 3 commands. I can move all friendly soldiers and flying machines 2 spaces each, and then rest any number of soldiers I control. Oh, there it is. And this comes with the Terrible Tactics tile, which, when tactics become a part of the game, you place it in the center square of the battleground board. And when it's active, it'll toggle its direction to indicate who has tactics. And yeah, I'm looking forward to unlocking and using these.
Got to play a lot of games.
You
Yeah,
do.
That's what we have to
You
do.
And the challenges are set up so that you would only open one of these envelopes if you've really cut your teeth on the faction that you're trying to learn, that you're trying to become good with. But yeah, that's great stuff. Okay, so that is that, and everything just looks great. Wow.
It really does. That's the biggest takeaway. We've only imagined what these would look and feel like.
These feel great.
Yeah.
Also, the bottoms are stamped with the logo,
Yeah.
which is just glorious.
I wonder if it's got autofocus. We'll see how well it catches that.
So that goes in there. That goes like that, which falls flush with the top of the box. This goes here.
This was always the dream, was they just feel good in the hand with dice.
The hand
they
feel
do.
was all part of it, and like you didn't have to worry about dropping them on the floor or throwing them in your pocket. I don't know about you guys, but I've kept minis in my pocket. It doesn't really work out. Okay, now we're on to the last bit, and there's quite a bit more within the Warlord's Wealth.